So, I should be live right now. Hello there, you bunch of nerds, and welcome to Edge of Eternities day of release on Magic the Gathering Arena. Happy days, new set, always happy days, and this is a bit of an unusual stream for me because I am opening 53 packs of Edge of Eternities. I did the pre-order thingamabob. I've remained relatively... Good afternoon, Williak. How the devil are you? Thank you ever so much for joining. I've remained relatively spoiler-free. I know a few of the cards, but not all of them. Have you opened your 50 packs yet? Or are you doing it at the same time? I know most people who tune in are Arena players, so therefore we'll be playing Arena and playing the new sets. So yeah, I appreciate you being on here and saying hello. Yeah, I'm very excited, very excited. I've been excited all day. Hopefully we can open some good stuff, some very good stuff. Okay. So we have Thespian Stage land, and we've got a bunch of wild cards. I'm never going to grumble at a wild card. Destroy target artifact, target creature gets 3+A, so that's pretty bog standard. Put a +1/+1 counter on a target creature you control against reach, trampling is sort of bog standard. Target artifact or creature's owner puts it on their choice of top or bottom of their library, and you surveil one. So far, pretty bog standard. It's cool to get a land though, a tapped land. This land becomes a copy of target land, except it has this ability. Okay, I guess. Let's go in with another one. I will wait for the servers to be more stable. Yeah, I have noticed that, but I'm a bit impatient. So it has kicked me off a couple of times. Okay, we've got our first spacecraft. And a tractor beam. Okay, so the spacecraft. Whenever an opponent discards a card, they lose 3 life. It has flying, death touch. So how does that work then? So whenever you tap another creature you control, put charge counters on the spacecraft equal to its power. Station only as a sorcery. It's an artifact creature at 8+. So I'm assuming you pay the 4, then you pay the 1. Whenever an opponent discards a card, they lose 3 life. So then that puts a charge counter on it, and then if you pay 8, I don't understand that. Am I being stupid? And then you have to pay another 8. Whenever this spacecraft attacks, each opponent discards a card. Each opponent who can't loses 3 life. Tap another creature you control. Put charge counters on this spacecraft equal to its power. Oh, I see. So every time you tap a creature, you put a charge counter on, a +1 charge counter. So if you tapped 8 creatures in total... Hello there, Francois! Welcome! You pay 4 and you tap creatures to put counters. And then once you've got 8 counters, then it's a 3/10 flying death toucher. Seems quite high cost though for a 3/10. I mean, I know whenever they're discarding a card, they lose 3 life. And then when it attacks, each opponent discards a card. Each opponent who can't loses 3 life. Actually, so they could be losing up to 6 life, and yeah, okay. It could be put on various turns. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. So if you tap a creature when you first play it, then whenever you get them to discard, they're gonna... Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, okay. Interesting. I'll be interested to build some decks around that. Around spacecrafts and whatnot. It's like crew, but permanent. Yeah, and it's equal to power, not creatures. Right. Okay. So if you tap an 8/8, it's going to become then a creature. I'm assuming. tap a creature who's an 8/8. That will pay the 8, and then from then on it's a flying death touch because it'll have 8 charge counters. And the spirit equal to its power. Okay, right, I'm with you. Right, okay, yeah, I get it. And its creature's power, like Francois said, yeah. There's a 4/1 for 1 black in Edge of Eternity. Okay, interesting. So the other uncommons are: we can enchant a creature or spacecraft. When this aura enters, a tap enchanted permanent. You control enchanted permanent. Enchanted permanent doesn't untap. Okay, so that's quite a good card for, say, if my opponent was playing this, I could then take control of it. I could still make them be losing the 3 life. So, with the void mechanic. Okay, I haven't seen the void mechanic yet, so that'll be interesting. And then a normal, gain control of target artifact or creature until end of turn, and tap that permanent against haste. So that's the bog standard. Another bog standard. This creature gets +2/+0 as long as you cast 2 or more spells, bog standard. And then another spacecraft. When this spacecraft enters, it deals 10 damage to up to 1 target creature. And then if you tap a creature with 7 power, it gets flying. Okay. Yeah. Did you just talk about playing blue? I did. It was dirty of me, I know, but I did. Whenever this creature becomes tapped, you gain 1 life. Oh, it's the disabled Corgi, not Corky. They should have a disabled Corgi in every set. Just saying. Yeah, so far it's kind of just bog standard apart from spacecraft. I know there's void and warp. Don't know what either of those two do yet, but okay, mutinous massacre. Choose odd or even. Destroy each creature with mana value of the chosen quality. Then gain control of all creatures until end of turn. Untap them. They gain haste until end of turn. That's quite good. That's quite a good card. It's expensive, but that's interesting. And then another wild card, and thank you, sweetheart. And then Ruinous Rampage. Ruinous Rampage deals 3 damage to each opponent. Exile all artifacts with mana value 3 or less. So that's sort of bog standard. When this equipment enters, attach it to target creature control. Creature gets +2/+1. Yep. Put 5 charge counters on target spacecraft or planet. Destroy target artifact. And yes, I did get the borderless lands, because I'm a nerd and I like the artwork on them. I think they're brilliant. One of my favourite games of all time is No Man's Sky. My bad, I was meant to say it works well with warp and not void. Oh, okay. Warp, I'm assuming, is like is it like Foretell, or what's the other thing? The green rhino, where you pay it for less but then you pay it for free next time. Is that what warp is? Similar to that. So you exile it and then you can play it later on for its warp cost. Cascade, like, oh, okay. Alright. Okie dokie. I'm not seeing anything else here that's any different than the normal bog standard. But the artwork is just so good. Chef's kiss on this set's artwork. It's nice. It's nice. Enters cheaper for a turn, then play later for full cost. Oh, okay. So like Dash kind of thing, sort of. Possibility Technician. I really like Carvu as a character. I think I'm assuming that's his name. Whoever this dude is, whoever his name is, I really like his character design. Man, my brain is not awake yet. Evoke, like, okay. I'm with you. I mean, I'm sure we'll come across it. I mean, 53 packs, you'd like to think there'd be at least one warping or void stuff. Hello, how are you? My headphones are broke today, so you can reply me in chat, by the way. Which game do you stream the most? This one, Arena. That's it. It's the only game I do stream. So, yeah. It's what I stream with. Stream with. Yeah, it's the only game I stream, to be honest. It's because I play it every day. So I figured, why not just... and I really love your name as well, Dreamy Doodle 7. That's a cool name. Okay, so whenever this creature or another Carvo you control enters, so it's not a Carvo. Well, it is a Carvo, but okay. Yeah, I like Carvo. I like the design. Exile the top card of your library. For as long as that card remains exiled, you may play it if you control a Carvo. Okay, cool beans. Whenever an untoken artifact creature you control deals combat damage to a player, that player gets 2 poison counters. I'm thinking of, for tomorrow's stream, thinking of just making a Tezzeret deck, depending on what we get here, but just a colourless artifact deck, because it's not a lot of time from tomorrow to from the end of this stream to tomorrow. It depends if anything takes my fancy, but artifact colourless deck for tomorrow's stream might be the best, easiest thing to make. So another spacecraft, when it enters, it deals 3 damage to any target, and if you tap it for 8, this spacecraft gets +2/+0 until end of turn. Okay, we've already got one of them. So I mean, what's great is opening the first pack, because you're always guaranteed to get something new, but obviously that's changing now. I've seen the artwork for this. I don't know if it's this type of creature, I don't know if it's new kind of equipment, but I've seen the artwork a lot. When this equipment enters, create a 2/2 colourless robot artifact creature token and attach this equipment to it. A quick creature gets +1/+2 and has flying. I'm always happy to get more colourless artifacts and stuff, so that's good. At the beginning of your end step, if you control 2 or more tapped creatures, you gain 2 life. That's kind of bog standard. And again, I recognise the artwork for that, so I think I've seen it. I got ripped off on 2 packs because the server has been buggy. Yeah, I'm hoping it gave me a... oh no, it's disappeared now. It's when I claimed the 3 packs, it still said... It failed and said, you haven't claimed this. Try again. And it still said the 3, even though 3 packs were added. And I was like, oh, I hope it, gives me another 3 packs. That would be awesome. It did not. Almost insect-like art for the equipment. Yeah, I quite like it. And I just got some random cards as well. I hadn't opened a pack or anything, but I got a few random Edge of Eternity cards added to my collection. Red-green insect was one. Yeah, we might be getting some issues there. I was on 49 packs I had left, wasn't I? I hope it didn't just add them to my collection and opened it. Yeah, this might be the problem with streaming now, to be fair. They always get a bit of an issue. If it keeps faltering and it keeps kicking me out and it's going to be one of these hard things, then I'll just do this packs opening tomorrow on stream. So, which is fine. Maybe it was the egg from the rotation. Yeah, and it said, oh, here's the egg rotation, open it for your gifts, and then it didn't give me it. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, because it didn't tell me what I had. I forgot I'd opened the egg. And it just said, click OK, or error or something. So, yeah. It's Wizards of the Coast, not your internet. Yeah, I remember it being like this on Final Fantasy. I couldn't get a game and I couldn't get on at all. When that set came out. Okay, so it didn't open the set. I'm hoping that this is going to give me lots of access to wildcards, because there's so many cards. excuse the writing, but here's all the cards that I need to add. All the historic cards that I should have but don't have, that every person should have in their collection. Like, I don't know, Rahilda. and Galos and Heliod and all sorts. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to make this work, which is a shame because I've been really looking forward to it, but I can hold off till tomorrow. I believe it gives at least 2 mythic wildcards. Oh. Well, I haven't been given any mythic wildcards, so maybe it didn't. Yeah. I've never played Arena when the set rotations happen, so it's not happened to me before. So I've been kind of looking forward to seeing what that was all about. But yeah. So as I was saying, one of my favourite games of all time is No Man's Sky. I love that game, and I have sunk many hours. In fact, probably over 700 hours I've put into that game. Come on. I did do all my I did do my thingy earlier as well. Yeah, words. You know me. You know what I'm like. Yeah, definitely not been given a mythic. So yeah, it just gave. I can't show you what cards it gave me now because I had a look, but there was. I mean, there wasn't. So I didn't get mythic cards, and the cards that it gave me access to weren't anything too special. It was just I was just surprised to see them. So yeah, that's from the Mastery Pass. And that one, that was. That might make sense then. Maybe it wasn't mythic wild cards. Maybe it was mythic cards that they gave you. Because I haven't opened a mythic card yet. Yeah, I've got one. So, which is a really good card, by the way. Which is great in my Selesnya counters deck. Well, great in any counters deck, isn't it? But yeah, then a biotech insect specialist. The Ragos Deft Gastronaut, which I've seen the artwork for that as well. And when I saw the artwork, and I was like, wow, yeah, I definitely want to make a lobster deck, if that is indeed a lobster, which I now know is a lobster. No Man's Sky is great. Had lots of fun in the last expedition. Yeah, I love them. I do the expedition every time. Yeah. Ouroboros sounds amazing. Yeah. A Boros artifact card. And I got that as well. So these were the cards that I got from just randomly. These 3, and then that one there, and then this one showed up as well. Not that one. Yeah, that one. But it was greyed out. But it was the only thing showing. But it was greyed out. But then I unlocked that in my first pack, which I thought was a bit odd. So explain that one. But that card was definitely just showing. These 3 weren't. Just this one was showing, and it was greyed like these 3. So, yeah, a bit odd. Unless, are there other artworks for these cards, like previous cards? That I would have maybe? No. What is the pet from in the Mastery Pass? Yeah, I wasn't that bothered by it. I think it's an insecty kind of thing. Hang on, let me just bring up any random deck. Hang on. It's a doodad. It's one of these guys, which I'm not that bothered about. I prefer Fibblethip. Sorry. Fibblethip. He's just my guy. Yeah. But yeah, No Man's Sky, the best expedition are obviously the ones where you get the ships at the end. Some of the ships that are given over the past sort of year have been really good, especially floaty on water. Right, let's see if we can open another pack. I just thought I'd give it a couple of minutes, just see if... Okay, we're back up and running. So... Okay, it did give us the... another... okay, that's fine. Another Kavu soldier. So, consult the star charts. Look at the top X cards of your library, where X is the number of lands you control. Put one of those cards into your hand. If this spell was kicked, put two of those cards into your hand instead. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Okay, kind of... kind of bog standard card, really, isn't it? At the beginning of combat on your turn, target creature you control gets +1/+0 and gains first strike until end of turn. I'm kind of thinking, just because I love the style, I'm kind of thinking I want to build a Kavu. Kavu? 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 Kavu. Are they old creature type in Magic? I don't ever remember seeing a Kavu before. Or is it specifically new for this? And we got another worm. When this creature enters, you gain 2 life, and that's warp. So yeah, you may cast this card from your hand for its warp cost. Exile at the beginning of the next end step, then you may cast it from exile on later on. Okay. So it doesn't have haste. You can attack with it once, and then it goes back to your hand. Yeah, that's quite good, I think. Yes, they're old. Okay. Yeah. I wasn't sure. Another instant kill spell, damage spell, even not kill spell. That's fine. I think I'm going to get quite a lot of access to wild cards, which is really nice. All right, Eternity, the Eternity Elevator, rare. Add 3, 20. Bloody hell! Add X mana in any one color, where X is the number of charge counters on the Eternity Elevator. That might be quite good. It's not stock up, but a really decent card for a draw on blue. Yeah. No, it has summoning sickness, but you can crew the spacecraft. Yeah. So then your next turn you can attack with it if you choose to attack, and then it goes back to your hand at the end of that turn, and then you can pay full mana cost for it. Yeah. I know what I'm trying to say. That sounds really good, but I think for 5 gives you 3. I think that might be really good, but then 20 seems like a lot. But like you say, you can do that over turn, so it's giving you 3 lands anyway. 3 colourless, I should say, not 3 lands. 3 colourless anyway, so that kind of makes sense. Whenever you sacrifice another creature or artifact, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. I have seen that there's an infinite combo, isn't there? And all you need is uncommons and commons, and Lightless Evangel is Evangel. Okay. No, it goes away at the end of the turn. No attacking with warp creatures without haste. Right, okay, I'm with you. I thought it said end of next turn. But it's next end step, which would be that turn. Okay. I understand my confusion now. That makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but it's only in standard because I think you need 2 of 1 common card to do the infinite combo, which I can't remember what the other thing is. I saw it on YouTube Shorts, and then when I realised what they were talking about, I moved across, but it had a picture of all the cards, and I just remember seeing that one. Anyway, Dual Sun Technique. Target creature you control gains double strike until end of turn. It has a +1/+1 counter on it. Draw a card. Okay, when this creature enters until end of turn, another target creature you control gets +2/+0 and gains. When this creature dies, return it to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control. Yeah. Meh. Yeah. Return up to one target permanent. You can kind of like an adventure. It gets exiled to be played in another turn. Right, okay. I'm with you. I'm with you. Sorry, I'm a bit slow this evening. It's been a long day. It's been a very long day. Again, nothing really, nothing unusual there so far. No legendary creatures yet, although the ones I'd already unlocked. Oh, we have a Kavu pilot. Okay, so enchant artifact you control. When this aura enters, exile target creature and opponent controls until, yeah, bog standard. So, landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, Tanuk deals 1 damage to each opponent. If this is the second time this ability is resolved this turn, draw a card. I'm going to build a Kavu pilot deck. Kavu pilot? Kavu deck. Not Kavu pilot. I like the artwork for that. Very alien. That's cool. It reminds me of, there's is it Alien Covenant? I think. I only watched the film once. I didn't think it was great, but one of the aliens is on top of a ship. I can't remember, but it poses like that. Looks quite good. Another one of those Peregrine Beckoners. A Squire's Light Blade. When this equipment enters, attach it to target creature control. That creature gains first strike until end of turn. Yeah, no, neither here nor there. When this creature enters, target creature and opponent controls gets -3, -0 until end of turn. And shall I tell you what else I witnessed today? I know you guys are in the USA, so you may not know what I'm talking about, but I'm going to say it anyway. Monoist Sentry is good for crewing spacecraft. Yes, because it's got good power and it's only a 1. Good point. I mean, not a very good defender, but yeah, very good for crewing. Yeah, I see what you mean. Okay. We'll remember that. I won't. I'll write it down because I won't remember that. I'm going to put my pen. Monoist crew. Right, yeah. Back to my thought. Today, do you guys know the character Shaun the Sheep? That's all. Do you know that character? To be fair, I can't take the another Kavu. Yeah. Okie dokie. Wildcard, not going to grumble at that. Exile target creature or spacecraft. Okay. Gain control of target artifact or creature until end of turn. We've already had that. Another jellyfish. A jellyfish big in this set. I believe it was Covenant. The last fight was on top of a ship. Yeah. Yes, I think it was. And then I remember it being in the trailer and I was like, oh, bloody hell, that looks good. And then I watched the film and I was a bit like, yeah, the trailer made it look so much better than it is. It's a decent defender because it can kill a lot of attacking creatures. That's true, but then it will just die, is what I mean. So yes, it could kill something. I mean, yeah. Not enough jellyfish to tribal. Oh, okay. I won't worry about jellyfish then. Fine. Anyway, Shaun the Sheep. I'm not going to take credit for this. This enters, as this land enters, you may pay 2 life. If you don't, it enters tapped. That's good, because I don't have enough of these types of lands. So, very pleased with that. Very pleased. When this creature enters, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature control. Whenever a non-token creature control with a +1/+1 on counter on it dies, create a 1/1 white human soldier. Okay, token / counters. Insect Druid. Whenever a land you control enters, you gain 1 life. Always happy for more landfall triggers. And we've got another land command bridge, and we don't have to worry about cut down anymore. 4/1. Ah, yeah, good point. So it's 1 mana. Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. But when you said defender, I was just like, when it's because I read defender, and I just thought it would only defend once. So is it a good defender? I'm not saying it's not a good card, because for 1, it's amazing. But is it a good defender? Because it can only defend once. Was my point. I said my point very badly, like I often do. This land enters tapped. When this land enters, sacrifice it. Unless you tap an untapped permanent you control, add 1 mana of any colour. It's almost a death touch. Yeah, true. It could kill a lot of stuff. While you're doing command activate, they only get 1 in 99. Yeah, true. Very true. What was I going to say? Shaun the Sheep. Wife has to take credit. She cut my hair today, and she went, "I'm going to Shaun you. Shaun you like a sheep. You've been shorn like a sheep." And then we had the realization that Shaun the Sheep, which is a character in a kids program in the UK, I think it went abroad. It was from the creator of Wallace and Gromit, if you know that one. I don't know, but Shaun, as in a sheep with Shaun, the sheep, Shaun. You know, you shear a sheep, but it's Shaun, and my mind was boggled. That character's been out for like 20 years plus, and I had no idea. Just goes to show how big brain I am. Right, come on, give me something good, and please don't fail again. Another wild card, which is a great. Something good, something good. Already got it. Okay. Surveil X, where X is the number of artifacts you control, then draw 3 cards. We've already got that. Creatures you control get +2/+0 until end of turn. If it's not your turn, untap those creatures. I feel like I'm getting a bit boned with these packs. When this enchantment enters, exile target non-land permanent an opponent controls until this enchantment leaves the battlefield. Yeah. I feel like there's nothing that's like hit the battlefield that I'm super excited about so far, apart from the Cavu, just because I like the artwork. Does that mean they're good? No. And you could probably tell me, oh, they're not that great. Yeah. Another Monoist. I think it's a really good card. Very good card. Okay, Lumen class frigate. So this can, well, it can't because it's not legendary. But legendary spacecraft and vehicles can now be commanders. Because I don't think I have any legendary vehicles. Oh, I'd have to have a look. So for +2, other creatures you control get +1/+1. Okay, and it gets flying lifelink. Yeah, okay. Target creature you control gets +1/+0 and gains vigilance until end of turn. It deals damage equal to its power to target creature, so that's bog standard. I quite like insects, so I like the Phyrexian insect vibe. There is a Cavu Mythic that looks really good. Okay. Everybody cross everything and hope that we pull them. Whenever this creature attacks, you may sacrifice another creature or artifact. If you do, this creature... Come on. I was looking at the wrong thing. I'm an idiot. To target creature and opponent controls. Okay, we've already got that. When this creature enters, create a 1/1 white human soldier creature token. So I'm assuming there's lots of token love in this set, because you can be creating well, 2 tokens, can't you, really? But it's also a 3/2. I am quite excited about building a spacecraft warpy kind of deck with a cool vehicle. That'd be cool, I think. Why? Yeah. Always love for the tokens and counters, which I don't mind because they're part of my favourite deck. There's a card that double tokens too that can be warped for 2. Really? Okay. Ah, it's gone again. It's gone. It's gone. I take it it's white as well. I'm hoping that we're going to open some more stuff. Nobody seems that interested in the Shaun the Sheep fact. Exit game and restart. Yeah, I think I will once it sorted itself out. I mean, you know, my brain was... it doesn't take a lot to melt my brain, but my brain was proper melted for a good like half an hour after we realised that fact. You know. You should be as excited as I am, unless you already knew that. And if you already knew that fact, then that's fine. That's fine. Too many people trying to play, isn't it, really? Okay. Let's come out and see what happens. It's going to go black for a second, but I will be as quick as I can. We'll give it another good try, and if it doesn't work, then we'll end it here, and then I'll... sorry, on Brazil, we only get the movies of Wallace and Gromit. Oh, okay. Yes, I forgot you were at Brazil. Yeah. Well, Shaun the Sheep he's a bad guy. No, he's a good guy. Shaun the Sheep is in he's introduced in the third film, I think. Right. It locked the store and is forcing some kind of strange game. Right, okay. He's in, not the wrong trousers, he's in the third one, where sheep are getting rustled, and the penguin, who pretends to be a chicken, is the bad guy, and Shaun the Sheep is one of the sheep, and he's introduced in that, and then from that they made a TV series, and it's a really funny TV series. But yeah, Shaun, because you share a sheep, and past tense of share a sheep is Shaun the Sheep. So I know I've been talking about this for way too long, but yeah, it got me. Yeah, I think what we'll do is, if it doesn't get on now, I'm going to end the stream, as gutted as I am, and then I'll stream at my normal time tomorrow at 11 AM. We'll open the rest of the packs, and then you guys can help me build my first deck for, what day is it tomorrow? Wednesday, for Friday's stream, and then we'll do that tomorrow, if you guys are up for that. Because you guys are much better at building decks than me. Right, I had seen a clip on Instagram. The penguin was like a secret agent on an alley or something. Yes. And he wore a red glove on his head and pretended to be a chicken. But he was a penguin. And in that film, Shaun of the Sheep was introduced. And he gets Shaun, and then he ends up wearing a knitted jumper for the rest of the film. Well, that is Shaun the Sheep, and he's a very clever sheep. Right, I had seen a clip on Instagram. The penguin was like, yeah, I've just read that. Why am I rereading that? But yeah, so if you've joined the stream, we've just been talking Shaun the Sheep, and this is going wrong. So, okay, we're on. Let's try again. All we can do is try. Hopefully it sorted itself out. Okay, promising. We'll carry on. Alright, so, okay, we have a jellyfish legendary creature. Oh, I've definitely seen that one. It's the thing I was talking about the other day that looks like a pair of tongues that you flip meat on a barbecue. But I really like the design of it. I wish a ship looked like that on No Man's Sky. That would be very cool. Yeah, I like it. Okay, so when the Sarima enters, search your library for a legendary creature card. Reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. And then other tapped legendary creatures you control have indestructible. I like it. Okay, that's a deck that I will be building then. Okay, that's cool. So we have our first, one of the first ideas for a deck. Well, and Kavu, but I'm not sure about that yet. Depends how many of Kavus I get. I really like the Izzet card. Memenon, Ulthros Exile, Jellyfish Advisor, but there isn't enough jellyfish, which is a bit of a shame. Whenever an artifact you control enters, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. That's good. I agree. I like that. That's nice. I like that. You know me, I like a good artifact deck. And then we've got another spacecraft, Flying Haste. but it doesn't get anything until you create it for 3. But then that's not too bad, really. But it's a 6 mana. But the design on that is sweet. I really like the look of that ship. Oh, I hope No Man's Sky is taking notes on what ships could look like, because that's really cool. Okay, we got another insect. Tap an untapped permanent you control. Add 1 mana of any colour. I think an insect deck as well might have to be done, because I already have quite a few insects, I think. Never mind, I confused one with one that makes flying tokens when artifact enters. Oh, okay. Still a really good one, though. I think. It's cheap. Make your creatures bigger. Yeah, no, I quite like it still. Caveron Turbo Drone. Target creature you control gets +1/+1 in haste. Yeah. Another jellyfish. When this creature enters, tap target artifact or creature an opponent controls and put a stun counter on it. I saw, you know, last stream we were talking about slivers and that you didn't. Was it you or was it Thybus that said they got tricked by playing sliver deck before and it didn't work? Was it you, William, that said that in the last stream? Or was it Thybus? I can't remember. But later on, I saw a Reddit post about slivers, and someone said exactly the same thing, and it was liked so many times. So I think you're right. I think it draws you in. Oh no, was it a YouTube video? I can't remember, but it was. I saw something, and it was all the comments were really liking it. So yeah. I just thought, oh, maybe slivers aren't the way to go then, which is why people don't play Sliver Lord as the sliver deck. Okay, we've already got that insect scientist. When this creature enters, creates a lander token. Whenever you sacrifice an artifact, this creature deals 2 damage to target opponent. Yeah, an insect deck would be cool. Add mana to spend on an artifact. Spend 2 to activate abilities of artifacts. Now that's really good. That would be much better in the Urza deck that I played with the other day, because I've only got a couple with the first ability. So we've got a lot of blue artifact love. Void. This spell costs 2 less to cast if a non-land permanent left the battlefield this turn, or a spell was warped this turn. So if you warp a spell, then you can void, which means 2 less. Target opponent reveals their hand, you choose an online card from it, that player discards that card. Okay. When a card is warped, I'm assuming that means, yeah, no, it would have to mean that. Warped this turn. So my question was going to be, but it was stupid, because you're exiling a warped card at the end of turn. So if you warped it, it wouldn't be on the same turn, so ignore me. See, I can figure these things out on my own sometimes. Return it to its owner's hand. If it was attacking, create a 1/1 colour destroy an artifact creature token with flying, and this token can block only creatures with flying. Okay, the artwork's a bit interesting. Okay. Or if a card is destroyed, you can void. Yeah, permanent left the battlefield, yeah. But yeah, I was just interested about the warped part. But yeah, okay. So void if something left the battlefield, or warp, and warp, you pay it, you can then crew something. It doesn't have haste unless it specifically says haste. Okay. Cavalry pilot, other creatures you control have haste. Artifact cards and red creature cards in your hand have warp. That's nice. Okay, I like that. Okay, the cavalry deck is back on the menu, boys. Okay, yeah, I like that. Okay, so another land. Draw a card, activate only if you control a creature with power 4 or greater. That's quite a good land.
artwork's quite spiffy. Pray and you shall get. Yes, exactly. Okay, now all we want is... I was going to say Sliver Hive Lord, but then we've just spoken about that very thing. Yo, man, hope you're doing great. Thank you very much, Scarlett Jones, 88. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining. I'm doing very well. We're opening lots of packs of... You don't have follow alert. Why? I didn't know that that was a thing. Anyway, how are you doing? We're just opening some packs, but I can see that you followed, so thank you very, very much for that. But I didn't know follow alert was a thing. I'm fairly new to Twitch. I haven't been streaming on Twitch for long. I'm God. Oh, I think you mean good. You could be God. Well, hello there. If you are. Whenever this creature attacks, you may pay 2. If you do, create a 2/2 colourless robot artifact creature token. That's tapped and attacking, sacrifice that token at the end of combat. The people who I'm speaking to are on YouTube. If you wanted to join YouTube and chat with them, there's a couple of people chatting in there. But yeah, I was streaming on YouTube, and then a couple of weeks ago someone said, why don't you stream on both? And I didn't realise I could do that. So then I started streaming on Twitch. So I'm still trying to get used to Twitch. But if there's an alert, a follow alert, then I will have a look at that after the stream and try and figure out what it is and what it does. Follow alert. Okay. So Death Touch Robot Assassin. Yeah, just a little 1/1. Can't wait to make a dragon deck with Cavu. Yes, that'd be good. Yeah. Because he's very dragony. Or is he part dragon? Are there dragons that would help Cavu in being specific, or in not being specific, in specific? Brain. When this spacecraft enters, it deals 10 damage to up to 1 target creature. But you have follow alert. I think you need follow alert. You have follow alert. Oh, okay. Oh, then yes, then I think I do have it. It gives haste and all red cards get warp 3. Yes, of course, yeah. Dragons with haste. Ooh. Ooh. 3 mana, 8+ dragons, yeah. You're right. Good thinking. Very good thinking. Focus Fire deals X damage to target attacking or blocking creature. So normally I play Magic, Arena. Well, I only do Arena. That's the only thing I stream. And normally I do Brawl only, and I play I build a deck and play 1 deck per stream. So tomorrow I'm thinking of doing, depending on what we pull for the rest of the cards, this is kind of, I have a better idea for follow alert. Okay, talk to me, Goose. What do you got? Mutinous Massacre, we've already got that. When this creature enters, exile each opponent graveyard, creates a lander token. Okay. Yeah, good for mono black. Another Cavu. At the beginning of your end step, if you control 2 or more tapped creatures, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. That's quite good for common. Quite like that. Whenever a creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it dies, draw a card. And a Plant Scorpion. When this creature enters, another target creature you control gains Death Touch until end of turn. Okay. And then we've got another artifact. Pay 6, tap, sacrifice artifact, destroy target non-land permanent. Scrapbot is useful on limited format. Can you see it? No. I haven't had anything on Twitch. Scrapbot. Okay. When this creature enters, exile each opponent's scrap. Okay, Dauntless Scrapbot. I'll bear that in mind. I'll look out for that. Yeah, I can't see any alerts or anything. Nothing's popping up. At least follow alert. No, not getting anything. Literally all I'm getting is chat, that's it. I'm afraid. I mean, I might be able to change the settings, but I don't want to be messing with it while I'm streaming. But I'll definitely look at it. Let's have a look. I'm just having a quick look in settings and just seeing if there's something there. Yeah, I can't see it without well, just asking you to have a look, not pressuring. Oh no, I know. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm just having a look on here now, but I can't see it. I'm assuming it would be under settings. Chatter detection, shared banned chatters, block hyperlinks. Chat verification, phone verification. So I can pin messages. Followers only mode. I don't know what that is, and that's off. I don't know whether I should turn that on or not. I don't know. It doesn't say what it is. Followers only mode. Oh, so no, you can't watch it unless you follow, I'm assuming. Yeah, I can't see it. Activity? Maybe it's under there. Oh no, that's just having a look at that. Oh, alerts. Okay, hang on. Oh, hang on. Create an alert box. Ah, okay, I'm with you. Okay. Right, so, okay, so I think I can, I don't know if that's added it or not. Yeah. Are you still in the stream? Because I can't see. I think it's something I'm going to have to mess with after the stream, see if I can figure it out. But I found alerts, but there's quite a lot to it. Connect unauthorized stream elements. Okay, no, that's taking me somewhere else. Okay, I'll definitely check it out. I don't know if that's still you who's viewing in Twitch, but yeah, I'll check it out once I've finished the stream and have a proper look at it. I didn't realise it was a thing, but yeah, you're definitely right having that on. Okie dokie. Right, let's crack on. At the beginning of your end step, if you control 2 or more tapped creatures, put a +1/+1 counter on it. I've read that. Sacrifice artifact, destroy target non-land permanent. This ability costs 3 less to activate if you're attacked with a spacecraft this turn. That might be quite good. Thaumaton torpedo. Having said that, can only do it once for 6, but then it could cost 3. 4 if you pay him for if you include the mana cost as well. So do you have Insta or Discord? Then I'll show you. Yes, I do. I do have Discord. The link is on my oh, for goodness sake, sorry, let me get my words out. The link is on my main thingy, my Bobby, and if you let me know when you've requested, then I'll approve you, and then yeah, and then you can say hello to everybody that's following me on there, and we can talk magic. So are you interested in magic at all, or do you just like Arena, or are you just looking for new peeps to follow? Oh, okay, Elegy Acolyte. lifelink. Whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, you draw a card and lose 1 life. At the beginning of your end step, if an unlanded permanent left the battlefield this turn or a spell was warped this turn, create a 2/2 colourless robot artifact creature token. It's a server. Okay. Yeah, the innerrealmplays is a server. And then, but my account name on Discord is innerrealmplays as well. It's just me, spelt the same as it is on the server, with capital I, capital R, and capital P. Right, let's crack on with these pack openings. Come on. Good card. Come on, come on, come on. Can you type on chat? Yep. Well, please. There you go. Okay, so we've got Water Grave, another land. As it enters, you may pay 2 life. If you don't, it enters tapped. Okay, I'm really happy with the lands because I really don't have many of these. So that's, I mean, I know it's 2 life, but yeah, it's good. A lot of my dual lands are coming tapped, so that's good. Okay, enchant creature you control. When this aura enters, enchanted creature fights up to 1 target creature an opponent controls. Enchanted creature gets +0/+2 and can't be blocked by more than 1 creature. Whenever this creature blocks a creature with flying, this creature gets +5/+0 until end of turn. You draw 2 cards and lose 2 life void. If an unland permanent left the battlefield this turn or a spell was warped this turn, instead you draw 2 cards and each opponent loses 2 life. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah. So what are you guys thinking to the cards I've got so far? Anything that's jumping out at you, or anything that you're excited about because you've known about them before me? Another land. Okay, the End Stone, 7 mana, colourless, legendary artifact. Whenever you play a land or cast a spell, draw a card. At the beginning of your end step, your life total becomes half your starting life total, rounded up. At the beginning of your end step, your life total becomes half your starting life total, rounded up. Okay. That's really good if you're losing, but what if you're not losing? How could you make that work? That you always constantly have... If you're playing like a live game deck, for example, like you're playing an artifact deck, how does that, lander is an artifact that can be sacrificed to fetch a land for 2 colourless. Oh, okay. I missed that. Sorry. I missed your comment. Sorry. Okay, so what else we got? This spell costs X less to cast, where X is the number of differently named lands you control. This creature enters another insect. Like the artwork. I like Paolo Parente, really good artist. With X +1/+1 guidance on it. When this creature leaves the battlefield, put its counters on target creature you control. Okay, I've also seen the artwork for this whale as well. So a couple of things I have not managed to see, and then some things that I couldn't avoid the spoilers for it. Okay, another insect. Lumen class frigate. Other creatures you control get +1/+1. Okay, yeah, we've seen that. When this creature enters, mill 3 cards. Sacrifice this creature, return target creature or spacecraft card from your graveyard to the battlefield, activate owner as a sorcery. It seems like it really wants me to make an insect deck. I think it's definitely calling to me. This spell costs 1 less to cast if it targets a blocking creature. Okay. We'll keep on going. Let's see what we get. Tannock again. Okay, Nova Hellkite. Flying haste. When this creature enters, it deals 1 damage to target creature an opponent controls. Warp for 3. Yeah, it's okay. It's good that it's got haste. Okay. And sorcery, Plasma Bolt deals 2 damage to any target. Plasma Bolt deals 3 damage instead if a non-land permanent left the battlefield this turn, or a spell was warped this turn. Again, really nice spaceship looking thing. Okay, Robot Soldier. Each creature you control with toughness greater than its power assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. Each creature you control with a toughness greater than its power stations permanent using its toughness rather than its power. So that would work really well. I have sent you a request, please accept and I'll send it to you. Okie dokie. I have accepted you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And I've also accepted you on as a friend request as well. So welcome to this channel. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining. It means a lot, and thank you for showing me stuff on Twitch that I have no idea about. And if there's anything else that you think's missing from my Twitch, yeah, just let me know on Discord, and I'll definitely look at it after stream because I want to make it better. Yeah. So. Banishing Light we've already got, Plasma Bolt we've read. Okay, as long as you control an artifact, this creature gets +1/+0. Another Cavu with Reach at the beginning of your end step. If an on-land permanent left the battlefield this turn, the spell was warped this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Okay, so that could get quite beefy as well. All right, yeah, that's good. That's good. We're building up the Cavu cards here. Okay, cards we've already got at the beginning of your end step. If you control 2 or more tapped creatures, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Your bog standard +1/+1 counter card. Flying, this creature dies, creates a tapped 2/2 colourless robot artifact creature token. Yeah, that's your bog standard stuff. That was a bit of a whiff of a pack. Another rare wild card, which is always nice. Corral of the Void. Enchant creature you control. Whenever enchanted creature attacks, put target creature card from defending player's graveyard. We've already got that, and we've already been through that card. Under your control, tapped and attacking. Okay, that's cool. And a new robot. Whenever this creature becomes tapped, untap target another target permanent. This ability triggers only once each turn. Okay. Yeah, when this creature enters, you may sacrifice an artifact. When you do, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature and draw a card. Again. Diabus, welcome! Right, something's gone on with my chat from YouTube. It's hang on a second. Oh, this is all going wrong. There is a major outage apparently. Hang on a second. Let me just sort this chat thing out because I didn't realise you were chatting. I thought you'd stopped chatting. I thought, oh, you must have left. Hang on. I don't want you to think I was being rude. Let me just reopen it. So I can see both chats, I have to have a separate thing open. Otherwise I can only see sort of one chat at a time. And for some reason it's the thing. Okay, let me just catch up. So, dragons, scrap bots, land it as an artifact that can be sacrificed to fetch a land for 2 colourless. In my opinion, the best rare card of the set. Sorry, was that the lander? Is that what you were talking about? 3 mana, 4/5 haste that pings 1 is really good. Yes, that was a good card. And from what I've seen, this set's alright. Yes, Thiobus, thank you very much for joining. Yeah, it's a good set. I really like it so far. Yeah, there's an outage. I don't know. Yeah, okay. Alright, how can I do this so I can see both chats? Stand by. Meet you on Discord. Yes, thank you very much. I'll meet you on Discord. Thank you ever so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Let me just bring up that screen so then I can see both. Hang on. Sorry. It's all going tits up. Hang on. Okay. The Nova Drake. Okay. Nova Drake. Nova Drake. You think that's the best card, the best rare in the set? Okay, that's good. Is there any other sort of mythic cards that you think I should be looking out for? Although, do you even get mythic cards in this when you open these packs? I'm not sure. I can't remember if we've got mythic packs, or do you only get a mythic card from a mythic pack, or is the drop just different? Yeah. Thank you for joining on YouTube. There's a few people joined. This is unusual for us. We are doing pack openings this stream, and then tomorrow morning we'll be back to playing Brawl. The End Stone. Okay. End Stone. Is that one that I've pulled? I don't remember seeing End Stone. Yeah, that Drake's really good. Yeah, I'll take another look at that Drake. I think maybe I was a bit dismissive of it. Okay, when this spacecraft enters, return up to 2 target non-spacecraft creatures to their owner's hands. Whenever this spacecraft attacks, defending player mills 4 cards. Okay. I mean, I'm pulling. How many packs have we opened so far? So we started with 53, and we're now down to 29. So we've opened 24 packs. And most packs for the past few have been mostly things we've already got. That's nice though. I'll always take a mythic. So is the End Stone a mythic one that you'd recommend then? Is that what was that what question you were answering? Was it you, Thibus, that said about you played with a sliver deck and you got drawn into it and it wasn't very good in the end? Was it you? Someone said it last stream, but I can't remember who said it. Okay, so we've got another jellyfish. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. You may cast artifact spells from the top of your library. Artifacts you control have tap 1, add blue. Spend this mana only to cast a spell from anywhere other than your hand. Interesting. Just trying to think what that would pair with. You see, I'd choose Urza over that though as a commander, because Urza does the same thing. But Urza, you can grab the stuff for free. Nope, I play. Yes, sir. Don't think you've pulled it, but it's solid gold for 7. Okay. I will check it out. Fungus. Okay. Somebody said it. Somebody said about slivers being one of these deck types that you think is really good, but then actually when you play it, then they're not good. But I just think if you've got good synergy with slivers and each sliver does something for all of the slivers, I can't see how it can go wrong. But the reason I'm saying it, I don't know if you saw this part of the stream, but somebody said it in the last stream, and then later on I saw it on a YouTube video or I saw it on Reddit, and somebody else made the same point, that it draws you in thinking that, and it's not good at all. So I just thought it was fun. It was a coincidence because it was on the same day. Then you draw a card and lose 1 life void. Draw another card. Okay, for 2. So L1, then you draw a card and lose 1 life. Yeah, okay. Card draw's always alright. Give us something good. Okie dokie. So we have a Selesnya Diadrine Synthesis Amalgam. 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 I'm saying that right. Right? Amalgam. Diadrine enters with a number of +1/+1 counters on it equal to the amount of mana spent to cast it. Whenever you attack, you may remove a +1/+1 counter on it from each of 2 creatures you control. If you do, draw a card and create a 2/2 colourless robot artifact creature token. I like that. I like that. But you know, I like Selesnya. I feel a Selesnya deck coming on. I feel it. I feel it. Okay, yeah, I like that. That's good. Anyway, so you play fungus, so I take it you mean oh, I like the artwork. That's nice. I really like that. Okay, equipped creature gets +0, +3, astral projection. Equipped creature phases out. +0, +3. I like the artwork. I like it. I like the movie style. We've got another Selesnya card there, so we'll have a look at that in a second. Arch Enemy's Charm. So it was me. Maybe it was the matchmaking on Arena that hated me, but my opponents were Destruction, Board Wipe, Tribal. Yes, I thought it might have been you, but I wasn't sure. But yeah, just the same day, somebody said exactly the same thing. I think it was YouTube. I think it was a YouTube video. They did a hot take. None of the opinions they had. It was at a shop in the US, and none of the takes they had were hot at all. It was all true stuff like Stacks is trash and shouldn't exist. I agree. And one of them was Slivers are not a good deck to play with. It draws you in. And I was, that's the second person today I've had say that. So there you go. Okay, so exile target creature or planeswalker, return 1 or 2 target creatures and or planeswalker cards from your graveyard to your hand. Put 2 +1/+1 counts on target creature you control. It gains lifelink until end of turn. That's good, I like that. And I know I keep talking about artwork. It looks good as well, I like the artwork. Okay, so whenever Halia enters or attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Whenever one or more creatures you control with +1/+1 counts on them deal combat damage to a player, draw a card. I like that. It's quite expensive though, but then she does do a lot. But I like it. I think I might have to build a deck with her too. Phasing is a great way to cheat out Warp. Of course. Because you Warp, get the creature in, attach that, and then it doesn't exist, so it doesn't go into exile. You betcha. End up 1/9 on Slivers. Oh no, that's not good. That isn't good at all. Okay, yeah, Robe of Stars is definitely going to be one I use, and I really like the old sort of 30s movie style posters as well. And we've got another Cavu. My Cavus are really building. At the beginning of your end step, if you control 2 or more tapped creatures, you may discard your hand. If you do, draw 2 cards. Teferi's Curse never looked so good. I don't think I have Teferi's Curse. Oh, do you mean... Yeah. Yeah. I know which one you mean. Yes, I do know Teferi's Curse. When this creature dies, create a lander token. The artwork of this set, I've said it before, I'm going to say it again, I'm sorry if it's getting boring, but I really like the artwork of this set. And what I'm seeing so far, there's some really nice cards, and we're going to get another Mythic Wild card. I'm not going to use them to get cards from this set, I don't think. Oh, I should do, really. But I'm kind of want to build up my history cards. I'm glad to see Cavu come back. Yes, I didn't realise it was Cavu were a thing. So yeah, I'm learning a lot today. Okay, we've got a new spacecraft. When this spacecraft enters, it deals damage equal to the number of artifacts you control to target creature an opponent controls, and it has flying. So for 3. Okay, destroy target artifact or enchantment. If its mana value was 2 or less, create a lander token. Okay, when this equipment enters, attach to target creature control. That creature gains hexproof until end of turn. Equipped creature gets +1/+2. Can Nessa cheat warp? I don't know. Good question. Very good question. I think Thybus probably know the answer to this one. Do you mean Nissa? Which one? Did you mean Nissa? Or are you talking Nessa? Okay, it's another card. Okay, fair. All right, 24 packs to go. I got 24 packs to go. That song. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry. I'll take it back. Can we just scratch that? That never happened. Okay, the only new card we've got here is Sir Vondam the Lucent, which is an Orzhov, Death Touch, Life Linking Human Knight. Whenever Sir Vondam enters or attacks, other creatures you control get +1/+0 and gain Death Touch until end of turn. That's not bad to give everything Death Touch. And Lifelink. This has Lifelink, but other creatures getting Death Touch. That's not bad. Thassa. Thassa. I don't think I have Thassa either. But let's have a look. Thybus will know the answer. I was gonna write Thybus then I again don't have her, but it's this one, isn't it? As long as your devotion to blue is less than 5, Thassa isn't a creature. At the beginning of your end step, exile up to one other target creature you control, then return that card to the battlefield under your control. Yes. Because when it enters, it's not entering, when it re-enters, it's not entering as ward, is it? So it would, yeah, I think from, yes, I think it would. It's my guess. Unless somebody can say different, but I think it would, because when it comes back in, it's not coming in for its warp. It's not being warped, is it? It has been warped when it leaves the battlefield. The warp is no longer a thing because it's left the battlefield. I guess it would be the same if you played it and then you were playing a black player and they destroyed it, for example. It then wouldn't get put into your exile, does it? I don't think. I really couldn't tell you, but it sounds like the right bounce. Yeah. Yeah, this is one card that I need to get as well to stack up. This is the thing. Do I use all the wild cards to get old historic cards that I can use to prop up my decks, which is where I fall down, or do I use the wild cards to get cards for Edge of Eternity? That is the question, which I don't know the answer to. Okay, let's have a look. Another land. I think I only need one more and then I've got all of these lands. Exile target creature you control or pay for, sacrifice this land, return each creature card exiled with this land to the battlefield under its owner's control. Why would you want to do that though? Well, you could, I guess you could warp in stuff, then exile it, rather than busted. Yeah, very busted. See, this is why I'm thinking, should I use one of the mythics to get that? Because that's crazy. So you could then exile it with the land, and then you could do that a few turns and just have them in exile. And then, rather than paying for each individual exiled card, pay 4, sacrifice it, get them all back. ETB stack, maybe. Yeah. I need to think about that one some more. Okay, we've got Void Forge Titan, Robot Warrior, at the beginning of your end step. Yeah, okay. You draw a card and you lose 1 life. Meh. Yeah. Yeah. And another space station. When the spacecraft enters, surveil 2. And then if it's got 4 on it, it becomes a 2/2. Again, great ship though. Ship, not shit. Great shit though. Yeah, great shit. That's quite cool artwork as well. I need to stop looking at the artwork. The artwork doesn't matter really, but I just appreciate it. Big preach, big preach. Right. 22 packs to go. Alright, Pinnacle Emissary, which is a robot. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, create a 1/1 colourless drone artifact creature token with flying, and this token can block only creatures with flying. But you can warp it for 1 blue or 1 red. I quite like that. That's quite good. I like it. Protection and a late game board in response. Yeah. It can save a card from destruction and bring it back later. Maybe avoid a board wipe with the land. Yeah. Yeah. That's really good actually. Especially against the stacks decks. Because everything they destroy, you just meh, and then play it later on. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Well, I like that Is It card. It's good. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Cryo Shatter is an aura. Enchanted creature gets -5/-0. When enchanted creature becomes tapped or is dealt damage, destroy it. Yeah, quite a good, just annoying blue enchantment to annoy your opponents with, which blue players do like to do. Another Kavu. Is it Kavu or Carvu? My British accent sometimes butchers the names of these cards. Okay, so 0-point ballad sorcery. Destroy all creatures with toughness X or less. You lose X life. If X is 6 or more, return a creature card put into a graveyard this way to the battlefield under your control. That's really good. That's I like that. That's really good. Where you tap the land, you've got to pick and choose, or at their end step. Yeah. Also, neuters fall off. Yes, good point. Yeah, good point. I think it's definitely worth putting in though. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I think I'm going to think about that land some more because it's hurting my brain a little bit, but possibilities are endless. Terrapact Intimidator. When this creature enters, target opponent may have you create 2 lander tokens. If they don't, put 2 +1/+1 counters on this creature. Brilliant. Either get some lands or get a big creature. It's quite good. Yeah, and the artwork's cool. Yeah. Where you tap the land, got to pick and choose. Yeah, Yes, I've read that. Sorry, yeah. I was just because I'm having to look at two different things now for chat. So if I do miss something you've said, I'm sorry. Just repeat it, and I'll make sure I catch it. I'm just trying to sort of catch up on in between. Oh, I like the artwork for that. Right, so we've got another one of them which we've already opened. Okay, Fell Grave Ship. When this spacecraft enters, mill 3 cards, then return a creature or spacecraft card from your graveyard to your hand. Flying lifelink. That's good. Okay. Yeah. Always good to be able to bring spells back. And the Monoist Circuit Feeder looks like something. You know what? I'm not going to finish that sentence. It was going to involve flicking it off of my ball sack once, but we're just going to ignore that. Move on. Right, flying. When this creature enters, until end of turn, target creature you control gets +X/+0, and target creature an opponent controls gets -0/-X, where X is the number of artifacts you control. A lot of artifact love in this set, I'm noticing. Nanny. Nanny? Have I missed something? Am I being an idiot again? Probably. Right. Another rare wild card. We like them. Another rare wild card. We like that. Reroute Systems. Target artifact or creature gains indestructible until end of turn. Reroute Systems deals 2 damage to target tapped creature. Okay. Yeah, similar to what we've had before. So yeah, nothing really new there. Equipped creature gets +1/+0. Whenever a equipped creature attacks, choose up to 1 target creature. That creature can't be blocked this turn and has base power and toughness 1/1 until end of turn. Again, nothing too fancy pants there. And Melded Moxite. When this artifact enters, you may discard a card. If you do, draw 2 cards. Sacrifice artifact. Create a tapped 2/2 colourless robot artifact creature token. Okay. Well, yeah. Nothing that really breaks the bank, but I'm happy with the wildcard. No, it was the critter comparison. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't want to say it. I said it anyway. Yeah, I swear I've seen a card similar to that, but I've seen it in real life, so it must have been an older card. That's really similar to a blue card I've seen before. And I can't think what it was. Yeah, interesting. Hey, that also looks like what I've... Never mind. Stop saying things like that. People will stop watching. Okay, whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you may draw that many cards. I quite like that, actually. And I like the artwork. Devin, good job. 7/7 for 7, and it has warp as well. That's really good, actually. It's a big beastie, but for playing it for 4, yeah, my brain's going. Yeah, Thybus, this Mouth of the Storm. I know you know this. I think you'll know this. Scald Cloud Elemental. Okay, I'm going to look up that in a second because I think that's probably what you're thinking of. But it looks similar, doesn't it? If that's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, Pulsar Squadron Ace. She's cool. When this creature enters, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a spacecraft card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. If you didn't, put a card into your hand this way. Put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. I like it. But that Starwinder with Thassa, you're laughing, aren't you? because that's crazy. Or with the white phase card we pulled recently, that would be amazing. Yeah. Okay. I didn't look. I will look in a second. And I think it is right, because I think it was an elemental that I'm thinking of. Nothing new there, so let's have a look at this card, because I swear they look the same. But are they doing that in this set? Is that a known thing, where they're copying older cards? Not copying, but, you know, but copying. You know, giving them the old razzle dazzle. It's always good to give the old razzle dazzle whenever you can. Cloud elemental. I don't think I've got it in here. I don't think. Is it even on Arena? Right, I'm just googling it. Hang on. Scald Cloud. I probably spelt it wrong. Elemental. Okay. Right, I can't show you images of it. What I'm seeing, but what's come up is a very thick lady who lives in the clouds. Calamity Mod Cloud. I don't know what that's from, but it would help if I put magic. Yes, that was the one. Yeah, good spot. But yeah, if you search Scald Cloud Elemental, something interesting comes up, and I highly recommend it. Not highly recommend it. I don't highly recommend it, but you should definitely check it out. No, I found it. You were right. You were bob on. I thought you might get it. Because you are really knowledgeable about this sort of stuff. Right. Okay, so we're going back in. What have we got? Give us something good. Pinnacle Star Cage. When this artifact enters, exile all artifacts and creatures with mana value 2 or less until this artifact leaves the battlefield. Pay 8. Put each card exiled with this artifact into its owner's graveyard. Then create a 2/2 colourless robot artifact creature token for each card put into the graveyard this way. Quite a good board wipe, I guess. Especially against an artifact deck. Interesting. I need to think about that one some more, I think. Yeah, and the other new one is counter target spell. If the amount of mana spent to cast that spell was less than its mana value, you draw a card. Okay. Alright, another counter spell. Whatever. Counter spells can get in the bin. Right. Oh, another rare wild card. We like that. Faller's Faithful. When this creature enters, destroy up to one other target creature. If that creature wasn't dealt damage this turn, its controller draws 2 cards. Okay. And we've got a Drix Artificer, Weft Blade Enhancer. I quite like the name, Weft Blade. When this creature enters, put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures for 6. But then warping it in for 3. I think the way to go is definitely cheating the warp. Oomph in Tidus. So you googled it then. And I think that was the last land we needed, so I think we have them all now. Great artwork again. If you weren't watching the beginning, I saved up all my gold and I did get the borderless lands because they were just so pretty and they remind me of No Man's Sky. Picture mode. Yeah. So yeah, the only new card is the land, which adds 1. But then if you pay 5, you can add 5 mana in any combination of colours. Some of the new lands are really good. Yeah, I like. Only 13 packs to go. It's going too quick. Alright, so we've got some new stuff. Another land. Again, also good, because I need more lands that can come in untapped. But I think I already got the Anorzov one. I think. Or was it? It had black in it. Maybe something else. When this creature enters, create a lander token. Whenever a land you control enters, target... no. Whenever it enters, creatures you control get +1/+1 and gain vigilance and haste until end of turn. For 7. I think that's really good. So you can grab a land, but landfall late, get that late in the game. But then if you're playing green anyway, so you're gonna have that mana quick time. I like it. I've said it. The one that exiles then makes tokens. Are we talking lands still? I think I got that. I think I got that. Did I get that? I think I got that. What did you get from the gold? Not gold. The rotation egg. Have you done that yet? Because I've got some random cards. But Williak said that he thought it may have been that you got at least two mythic wildcards, but I didn't get it. But when I opened it, I got an error. So it didn't tell me what I got, and it said nothing claimed or something. So, yeah. Oh, no, not basic lands. What am I doing? But yeah, the lands are so pretty. I mean, look at that. That's so cool. Maybe I haven't got all the lands yet. Oh no, I'm still missing 3. Yeah, exile target creature you control. Sacrifice this land, return each creature card exiled with this land to the battlefield under its owner's control. It's good. It is really good. It's good. Smuggler's Gift and Triassic Egg cheat that green critter out. I was talking about the 3-drop artifact in white you drew. Oh, okay, yep. 3-drop. This one. Do I have Tidus? Yes, I have Tidus. Of course I have Tidus. It would go well in Tidus, you're right. I played with Tidus again yesterday because I just fancied it, and yeah, it still plays so well. Smuggler's Gift and Triassic Egg to cheat that green critter out I was talking about. Yeah, so Smuggler's Gift, I don't think I have that. Let's get rid of that. Smuggler's Gift is what I keep down my pants. Gift. Might not be on here. Doesn't look like it's on here. Triassic Egg is historic. Triassic. I can still search for it on here though, can't I? Or is it just not on Arena at all? Okay. Don't know. Yeah, it must not be on here, which is a shame. But there is ways to get it out. See, I got that, I'm assuming, from the opening of the rotation egg thing that we got. It just appeared. I'm assuming that's what it came from, because I hadn't opened any packs and it got added to my collection. And it's a great card at the beginning of combat on your turn. Put X +1/+1 counts on each creature you control, where X is this creature's power. So yeah, in a counters deck, you're just laughing with that one. Yeah. Okay, Weftstalker Ardent. Whenever another creature or artifact you control enters, this creature deals 1 damage to each opponent. And Litho Breaking. Create a lander token, then you may sacrifice an artifact. When you do, Litho Breaking deals 2 damage to each creature. Sort of red board wipe, I guess, depending on what opponents have, I guess. Nothing else new. Alright, we're almost down to the final 10. Bioengineered Future. When this enchantment enters, create a lander token. Each creature you control enters with an additional +1/+1 counter on it for each land that entered the battlefield under your control this turn. That's good. That's really good for a counters deck. That wets my whistle. It wets my whistle. Yes, yes indeedy. Insert stair stumble in counters. Oh dear. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Each land entered the battlefield under your control this turn. Oh, that's lovely. It's like Paradox Engine, but obviously I knew what I meant when I thought that thought in my head. I don't think it made sense when I said it, but I thought Paradox Engine, untap. You know what? Ignore me. It's not like Paradox Engine. What it is like is rather Aether Flux Reservoir, which is what I was thinking. Like gaining life for each spell. It's putting +1/+1 counters on it for each creature. It's getting late. It's not late. It's only 7:20. Nearly my bedtime. Jeez. Right. Siege Ship Agrarian. Another insect. Whenever this creature becomes tapped, create a lander token. Landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. I'm really looking forward to making a Selesnya counter deck. I love Selesnya anyway. And yeah. Very excited about that. Alright, so another one of those squiggly things. The Endstone! Turns out I did have Endstone. Whenever you play a land or cast a spell, draw a card. At the beginning of your end step, your life total becomes half your starting life total. Yes, I did. Yes, you weren't watching when I opened it. Landfall, heavy breathing. Lots of people miss it, but you can buff the worm to get more starting +1/+1. Okay. Exciting. Exciting. I might have to build a +1/+1, try and get a +1/+1 counter deck done for tomorrow. We'll see. Yeah, Thybus, please explain the Endstone, because I don't understand. Like, it'd be great if, say, you're at 5 life and you play the Endstone. So each turn you're going back up to 15. But what if you're playing a life, and you know, you're playing an artifact deck, for example, a colourless artifact deck, and in that deck is Aether Flux Reservoir. So you want to be gaining the life. Then that becomes, you can't play it then, because you can't do both. Unless I'm missing something. Yes. Oh, shall I wait to reply on that one? But yeah, nothing new. Just squiggly guys. Lots of squiggles. And a big thing. It's better on Commander than the starting life total is 40. Yeah. Yeah, I get that, yeah. Because I was thinking, well, okay, so... Yeah, we're talking rounded up. So we're talking sort of 15 life, maybe. But there are cards that you can swap, can't you? You can swap life totals and stuff. So it could become advantageous. Yeah. Okay. I'll think about that one as well. Because I'm not sure about that one. But I think you're probably right. And Commander with more, when you've got your 40 life, being able to get back up to the 20 consistently would be nice. Okay, Exalted Sunborn, Angel Wizard. If one or more tokens would be created under your control, twice that many of those tokens are created instead. Nice. More token made with warp. That's good. Yeah, I like that. That's good. Pay life decks especially. Yeah, pay the life, go back up. Pay the life, go back up. I imagine it has got its advantages, don't get me wrong. I'm not sure of them yet, but I will have a look at all the cards and see if I could figure that out. Sammy, one of my very good friends who I've not seen for years. So how much of a good friend is he, really? That made no sense. But we used to work together when I was an assistant manager at Blockbuster. And yes, his name's Sammy. Anyway, at the beginning of your end step, if you control 2 or more tapped creatures, create a tapped 2/2 colourless robot artifact creature token. Some Boros love there. Okay. Might build a Sammy deck at some point. I mean, not super powerful, but being able to make tokens. And then with the angel, and yeah, I think I could make that work. Yeah, be right back. Safety meeting. Yeah, no problem. No problem at all. Right. Okay. Something else. No, another wibbly wobbly, and another disabled dog, which I'm all for. Right. Jellyfish, warrior, flash flying, sacrifice this creature, draw a card. Oh, okay, it's not great or anything, but nothing new. We're down to the last 7. Oh. Sad days, sad days. Okay, Memorial Vault. Sacrifice another artifact, exile the top X cards of your library where X is 1+ mana value of the sacrificed artifact. You may play those cards this turn. Alright, that's not too bad. Yeah, that's not too bad. That's a very funky looking dragon. When this creature enters, it deals 3 damage to any target. No. That's no, I'm not. No, not interested in that. But cool artwork. Nothing else new. I haven't seen Jesper Icing in this set yet. Do we know if he did a card? I hope he did, because I love his artwork. Okay, we've got Rescue Skiff, which is a spacecraft. When this spacecraft enters, return target creature or enchantment card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Yeah, another good one, I guess. That's quite good. Not many viable vehicles I've got for commanders yet. Just the one, which is the tongs for grabbing meat. But yeah. Or looks a bit like the aliens from Starship Troopers, though that ship. Starship Troopers, what a movie! Such a good movie. I highly recommend. Highly recommend if you haven't seen it. And then the Robot Soldier, pay 4, tap another target creature. This ability costs 2 less to activate if you control a creature with +1/+1 counter on it. Okay, fine. Final 5 of the stream. Sad times, sad times. Raging Ravine. This land enters tapped. Great artwork. Until end of turn, this land becomes a 3/3 red and green elemental creature with, whenever this creature attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on it. It's still a land. That's good. I like that. That's good. And another lobster. I'm going to make a lobster deck. I don't think there'll be many lobsters that I know of in the game, but I'm going to make one. It's going to happen. And we've got another spacecraft. When this spacecraft enters, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. Then if you tap a creature with 8 power, or creatures with 8 power, then Helldivers 2 is a really good game with the Starship Troopers spirit. Yeah, I don't have it. I'd love to play it, but I just can't afford it. I couldn't afford it when it came out. So I'm hoping that it'll come on PS Plus at some point. I don't think it will. Not for a while, but yeah, it looks really good fun. But yeah, I know what you mean. From seeing the gameplay that I've seen, it definitely has that vibe about it. I also want Space Marine 2 as well. Couldn't afford that when it came out. Still can't. I'm hoping that'll come on PS Plus. Because I bloody love... I played the trial of it and it's so good. So good. It makes me weep. Right. Human Rogue with Ward. Discard a card. Whenever this creature attacks, puts a +1/+1 counter on target creature and opponent controls. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature and opponent controls. Why? What? Why? Why would you do that? Why would you want to put a +1/+1 counter on target creature that an opponent controls? Please, not too soon. I bought it last week. Oh, no, please soon. For me. For me. When this enchantment enters, exile target non-land permanent. Hang on. There you go. That's my gamer tag for PlayStation. Add me. And who knows? Maybe I'll get it and we'll be able to have a game online. Right. Where was I? Yeah. Why? Why? There must be some other part to that. There must be a part 2. Anyway, Seam Rep. For 1 white, when this enchantment enters, exile target non-land permanent and opponent controls with mana value 2 or less until this enchantment leaves the battlefield. Yeah, so many of them. And again, similar thing. Yeah. Take them or leave them. Got plenty of them. We're almost at an end. I'm sad. Got another Mumamon. Another land. Scout for survivors. Return up to 3 target creature cards with total mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. We've got Iron Man. I mean, that's cool armour, to be fair. That's quite cool armour. I quite like that. Put a +1/+1 counter on each of them. With total mana value 3 or less. Actually, that's alright. Ocelot Pride, and you grab other stuff and shit. And, you know, Saviour. What's the puppy, and your 1-drop puppies, get 3 of them back. That's alright, actually. And make them bigger. So, yeah, that'd be good. Especially with Ocelot Pride, that always gets killed. Entropic Battle Cruiser we've already got. Looks like we have a massive beast. Again, when I got down my pants. No, I need to stop saying things like that. Power and toughness are each equal to the number of lands you control. Quite a big beastie for 5. And this is only going to get bigger. No trample though. You'd think something like that would have trample or reach. I mean, it's clearly reaching above the trees. Just saying. Tree, big thing, and it doesn't have reach. Why doesn't it have reach? It can reach. I can't see Twitch. I'm sorry if you've been commenting. No, nobody's been commenting on Twitch. I've got 1 viewer on Twitch and that's it. Right, final Edge of Eternities pack. Quite sad. Cavaron Memorial World, which is a planet, the first planet that I've opened. This land enters tapped. Add 1 red. And then it's a station, but it's also a land. Pay to tap, sacrifice the land to create a 2/2 colourless robot artifact creature token. Then creatures you control get +1/+0 and gain haste until end of turn. That's good. Great artwork. Adam Paquette knocks it out of the park. I think he did my favourite lands, which are the Phyrexian lands. No, he didn't do the Phyrexian lands. Who did the Phyrexian lands? Adam Paquette. What did he do? I can't remember. But he's good. He's a very good artist. When this creature enters, look at the top 2 cards of your library. Put 1 into your hand and the other into your graveyard. And he's a little puppy. He's just a little guy who warps for the same cost as normal. Sadly, I got 3 planets and only the green one looks decent. Oh, so are you jealous of my Cavaron Memorial World? You should be, because it's very cool. I like it. I mean, really, you know, way too many legs on the dog. You're right, I didn't even notice. I was too busy just looking at the face. And it's got tentacles. No, they're not tentacles. Antenna. Yeah, it is a bit freaky. Mr. Swipe, thank you so much for joining. Hello, hello. So, is it normal I see no draft or sealed event for Edge of Eternity? I don't think they're going to do it till tomorrow because so many people have issues. I think it would cost them too much money if people spent into these events to only have them glitch out and, you know, and then have to refund or whatever. So I don't think they do. I could be wrong. I could be very wrong, but it's been really glitchy this evening. So I'd check back tomorrow because that's when it will probably come out. But thank you ever so much for joining. Good to have you here. I normally stream Brawl every Monday, Wednesday, Friday and Sunday. But so this is a new, different stream where I've just opened 50 packs of Edge of Eternity. We may as well open the golden packs while we're here. See what we get. Hopefully some good stuff. Herald of Eternal Dawn, got. Godless Shrine, got. Seat of Vomit, got. I thought the whole point of these golden packs was so you got stuff you don't have. Which I know, technically, if you don't have 4 of each card, then technically that's still true. But because I only play Brawl, I'd rather... Hello! Oh, I see. Thank you. I think that's the case anyway. Servers are really definitely struggling. Let's start at that. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Omniscience card. Overlord of the Flood Pits. Don't have that. Okay, I'll take that. That's good. Whenever this permanent enters or attacks, draw 2 cards, then discard a card. Yeah, I'll take that. That's fine. I don't think we're going to get to Mythic. Alright. Got Moonlit Meditation. Enchant artifact or creature control. The first time you would create 1 or more tokens each turn, you may instead create that many tokens that are copies of enchanted permanent. I like that. That's good. Rise of the Dark Realms. I've got that already. Rust Harvester, I've already got that, which is very Star Warsy, isn't it? It looks like the I'm going to forget the name of them now. Bloody hell! I can't get Jabba out of my head, but it's not Jabba, is it? That doesn't sound right to me. Jabba. Hylia, Guided by Light. Whenever Hylia or another creature or artifact you control enters, you gain 1 life at the beginning of your end step. Draw a card if you've gained 3 or more life this turn. Okay, that's something new I can be building. Already got. Come on, give me new stuff. Crystal Barricade. You have hexproof. Prevent all non-combat damage that will be dealt to other creatures you control. That's good. Okay, I'm happy with that. Fear of missing out. I don't have that. That's a good card. Fear of missing out has done dirty on me so many times. That's what she said. Whenever this creature attacks for the first time each turn, if there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard, untap target creature. After this phase, there's a different additional combat phase. Time start, we've already got. Hard light containment, we already got that. Come on, already got that. Don't have that, and it is a cute otter. I've seen this many a time and always thought that's such a great card. That's one less card I have to get with my wild cards, so nice. Nice. Okay, that's good. Yeah, damn it, one away from another mythic. Alright. River Churn Monument, got that. Aether Drift can do one. Not a fan of Aether Drift, if I'm honest. The Marsimone, don't have that, which is a artifact equipment. As long as a equipped creature is attacking, it has first strike and must be blocked if able. Equipped creature has, if a creature dying causes a triggered ability of this creature or an emblem you own to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. Great equipment. We've already got that. Space-Time Anomaly for 4. Target player mills cards equal to your life total. Ooh. I don't like playing against Mill, but... Oof. The Speed Demon. At the beginning of your end step, you draw X cards and lose X life, where X is your speed. I just Aether Drift doesn't excite me at all. I'm sorry to say it, but that's just the way it is. Just the way it is. So I've done the Mastery Pass as well, for those that are new, so we'll be doing the Mastery Pass. Yes, I spent gold on the Borderless lands just because they're so fucking pretty. That's the only reason. Yeah, okay. So here's a look at some of the stuff that we've got. Thank you, sweetheart. Let's have a look at the Edge of Eternities stuff. So I need to build a deck for tomorrow's stream. I'll be streaming at 11 AM tomorrow. So let's have a look for commanders, and then I'll let you guys vote on the commander that I'm going to build. I'm kind of thinking... See, I don't have that much choice really, but I really want to use the wild cards on old stuff. Whenever an artifact you control enters, put a loyalty counter on Tezzeret. Untap target artifact or creature. If it's an artifact creature, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Search your library for an artifact card with mana value 1 or less, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. You get an emblem with, at the beginning of combat on your turn, put 3 +1/+1 counters on target artifact you control. If it's not a creature, it becomes a 0/0 robot artifact creature. That's a good planeswalker. I could either go way of Selesnya and do counters, or I could do that Tezzeret, or I could try and do this and make a legendary creature deck. What do you guys think? This is for tomorrow's stream at 11 AM. For those that are new, thank you ever so much for joining, everybody on YouTube. It definitely gives off Starship Troopers vibes. Definitely. I think I'm going to go with Sarima. Okay, tomorrow's stream is going to be the Sarima. It's decided. The ship can work great on a Joda deck. Yes. Yes, it can. It would work so well in a Joda deck, you're right. Yeah. I believe that Selesnya is the most easiest to do. Yeah, in the time frame it would be, because it's counters and I've created a counters deck. Yeah, I think I want a bit more time to cook on the Sarima. So I think I'm going to go with... I think I'm going to go with Dydrine Synthesis Amalgam. Amalgam. The more I say it, the weirder it sounds to me. Amalgam. Yeah, that's right. Amalgam. Yeah. So I think that's going to be my first deck for Edge of Eternities. So I'll be streaming that tomorrow at 11 AM. So yeah, thank you ever so much for everyone that's joined. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. This was a bit different for me, opening the 50 packs. So I'm going to be unlocking some cards with my wild cards. I've got tons now, which is great, because I've got a lot of historic cards that I need to get, so that'll be good. Yeah, so I'll be streaming tomorrow at 11 AM, my usual time, and I only play Brawl, so if you're new to the channel, come watch me tomorrow at 11 AM, UK time. Also, I upload every stream onto YouTube, and then I create a highlights video, so if you don't want to watch me stream, the highlights videos, they're all up on my YouTube as well. I only stream Arena, that's all I do. I posted my Wild Mythics on Discord. Yes, I saw it, I replied with my own picture of that, so I will post the updated picture. I started off at 12% on the vault and it's only gone up to 18.4%. I would have thought that would have been a much bigger jump with 50 packs, but yeah. Have a nice day till tomorrow. Thank you very much. And you, pal. And you. Well, you've got the whole day, haven't you? Because you're in Brazil. So yeah, have a great day. And yeah, it's getting very dark in here. I apologise. Spooky. So thank you ever so much for watching, commenting, liking, subscribing, and doing all that shit. So thank you ever so much. And until the next time, I love you all. Goodbye. Goodbye, bye. Goodbye, bye, 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 bye.